This is what the Act 2 setup and components looks like for Jaws the board game. Once Act 1 objectives are completed, just turn the board over to the Act 2 side. Or if you just want to play Act 2 as a standalone game, you can just start this way as well. There's a picture of the orca with these double-sided puzzle pieces that you can see have outlined designators on the board itself. You just place these pieces on the board in those lines with the undamaged side of the pieces up, faced up. Incidentally, the undamaged side, if you have any problems deciding which is which, the undamaged side has 2 numbers here at the top, and the damaged side has 1 number, and then still has part of the boat, but it's obviously damaged. So it's just basically an 8-piece puzzle, easy to figure out, and all of the character players place their minifigs in the boat anywhere they want. These 8 pieces are actually referred to as zones, and on each zone there's actually 2 spaces, a boat space and a water space. So the character players can place their little minifigs for Hooper, Quint, and Brody anywhere they want on the boat itself. Can't start in the water. And then lastly, for the board, there's these resurface cards. There's quite a few of them. Making the resurface deck just goes here in the little outlined partial area marked deck. And there's A, B, and C, and discard for this deck. This is where all the resurfaces are going to be placed as the game goes along. The shark player, once again, gets the shark card, flipped over to Act 2, places their little blood red marker at 0 at the top of the card, gets 3 of these shark fin tokens, where one side's a picture of a shark fin and the other side's a letter, either A, B, or C. Retains the little wooden shark face minifig, and then gets shark ability cards. Now, if you'll remember, if you watched Act 1, these lines of numbers tell how many shark ability cards the shark will get in Act 2. So if the shark ate 5 swimmers prior to the players getting 2 barrels attached to it, they get 6 shark abilities. If the shark would have eaten 9, and that would have been the reason you turned to Act 2, they would get 10 abilities. And this is actually the only rule that is any different regarding if you want to play Act 2 as a standalone game versus playing Act 1 and then going to Act 2. If you want to play Act 2 as a standalone game, you just start with the equivalent of if the shark ate 5 swimmers. So that's why I'm using this as an example as well. So the shark starts with 6 shark ability cards as well. All the character players are going to pretty much get the same thing. They all retain their character's card, flip them all over to Act 2, put the red blood designators at 0 on all 3 of the cards. They all get 2 character-specific gear cards. There's 2 for Brody gear, 2 for Hooper gear, 2 for Quint gear. They all also get a little target token corresponding to their card and their minifig's color, black, blue, and green. And then they also get the crew gear cards. Once again, the amount of crew gear cards they get are decided by either what round or Act 1 was finished at, or if they want to play standalone, you use 5 swimmers eaten as a guide. So as you can see here, the crew gets 7 gear. Now, the crew can decide how they want to divide that gear up however way they want. If they get 7, they can give all 7 to Brody, because each character is going to have their character-specific gear, so they'll still have stuff to work with. So it doesn't matter how you divvy these up, but the crew gets to decide that once they get it. You know, they just get all 7 and then they decide. Doesn't matter how that works. And incidentally, the objective for this round, or act I should say, is for the shark to eat all the characters, or for the characters to kill the shark, of course. And these character cards go up to 6 each. And 3 characters, that's 18 possible damage. The shark has 18 on his own. Then the last thing is you'll have these 3 blood damage die. Again, love the blood theme here. And then there are 3 double-sided letter tokens, same on both sides, A, B, and C. You just have all those off to the side. And that's all you need to do to start Act 2.